Welcome to Garage Thoughts with your host, Alyssa Williams. Hello. Today I'll be talking about the novel As I Lay Dying by author William Faulkner. The story is based on a family in 1930s Mississippi struggling with their mother's untimely death. Teardrop. As various other problems arise, in the views of 15 insiders, they begin to develop a sense of understanding of what is important throughout their lives, as they are led from one tragedy to the next misconception. This book carries the point of views from 15 different characters that each have a significant situation in the book. 3 of the main characters, I would have to agree, have great significance within the novel would be Addie Berndren. Addie is a mostly absent protagonist, and her death triggers the novel's action. She is a former school teacher whose bitter, loveless life causes her to despise her husband and to invest all of her love in her favorite child, Jewel, rather than in the rest of her family or even God. Alongside Addie is her favorite son, Jewel, as I mentioned before, the bastard of the family. Addie and Whitfield, the minister of Mississippi, had an affair in which Jewel was conceived. Though Darl seems to understand him, Jewel remains the novel's greatest mystery and is the least represented in its many sections. Lastly, my personal favorite character would be Darl Bundren due to his immense sensitivity throughout the novel. And loud silence. When he speaks, it's always something worth listening to, which I enjoy very much so. Very much so. As a reader of the book, I find that it is essential for it to maintain a spot on the top 100 novels to read before entering college. Meaning you should read it during your high school career, specifically in an English class like myself and various others. I feel like that it holds a sense of direction in teaching growing children the road of what is essential and what is the deception of what we believe to be important. A major theme shown through the novel through interior monologues, which is an abundance of various actors, or in this case characters, giving their point of views on the story and what's happening and their own insights on what's going on in their own lives, would be the impermanence of existence and identity. How can we learn to find ourselves if there are always ifs and buts that shadow our minds? This novel shows how to overcome those things, especially when entering a college atmosphere. Within the novel, that's what I meant to say. Within the novel, Darl expresses the tension between Jewel and where it is he belongs after his mother's death, and being the whole, since Jewel is the bastard of the family, without a mother, he's kind of lost and doesn't have, a finding life and whatnot. Alright, where was I? Expresses the tension between Jewel and where it is he belongs in life. For his own part, Darl believes that since the dead Addie is now described as was rather than is, it must be the case that she no longer exists, obviously, with her death. It is, if his mother does not exist, Darl reasons, then Darl has no mother, and by implication does not exist. These speculations are not mere games of language and logic. Now, one of Darl's famous quotes of the book would have to be my favorite section, where he says, "It takes 2 people to make you and 1 people to die. That's how the world is going to end." Now, that's a very deep quote that I find a lot of interest to, considering that is very true. With that, you'll either love this author or hate him, but I'll leave that for you to decide. Thank you for joining me in another episode of Garage Thoughts. Keep reading, America.
I hurt myself today.